invaded the country of West Franklin, which actually the Frankish king, which I think at the time was Charles the Bald, granted their a settlement in 911, which is kind of funny. If they adapted to their religion, Christianity. So part of the group actually did decide. So they became known as the Normans, and of course you guys know the Normans. And their land became Normandy, which is infamous for the D-Day landings in 1944, I think.
Well, and Verdun was a key area in World War I as well.
Yes, the Battle of Verdun, one of the closest battles of World War I. Here we are. They have the Magyars. They're from the Ural Mountain region, which is kind of a mountain range on the west side of Russia that some consider maybe in Europe or not. It's kind of that Eurasia region, as many people call it. It also includes the highest mountain, if you were to include Russia, Mount Elbrus. They attacked different places in Central Europe, but they soon settled within Europe and adopted Christianity, created Hungary, as you know.
Time, the Roman Empire began, and this was mainly because of serfs, which were basically slaves. And feudalism divided Western Europe into many small countries, and feudalism usually overlapped, so sometimes there would be a king that would be ruling over this other king that would be the only king. Later, it's a really complicated process, and it wasn't really that laid out.
So pretty much a king of a king.
Century and the 12th century, knighthood was the greatest importance in Western Europe, but the central governments were very weak. But the real power was in the hands of the local lords or the nobles. The lords owned most of the land, and feudalism means system lords rule by. So this is just like a feudalism map. So if the peasants gave the knights student services, and in return the knights gave them land and protection. And the knights gave the nobles protection and military service, and the nobles gave them land, or otherwise known as fief. And the nobles gave the king money and knights, and the king gave the nobles land. In the name of God, St. Michael, and St. George, I dub thee knight, be valiant. This was a quote that was said to a knight that was being knighted. But in order to become a knight, you needed a horse and be able to supply armor and weapons. But if you supplied military services, you were granted with land holdings. And land eventually developed into farming estates, and they were called manors. And they also built fortified castles, and they lived in them, and they used them as protection.